Hi there, welcome back to Piet and Grada from the Purple House Wellness Center in Forth, Tasmania. Today we want to shine the light on your liver. Have you ever wondered how you could massively boost your energy and boost your vitality and just feel younger?
Yes, I have.
I have too, right? And it's all to do with your liver. Well, because your liver is the most powerful workhorse in your body, and when you look after it, it's really going to pay off for you. So in America, 84% of the population has what we call metabolic disease,
disorder.
Metabolic disorder.
Yeah.
Or which is also fatty liver disorder. And most people don't realize they have fatty liver till it's too late, right? But
this is non-alcoholic fatty liver we're talking about.
That's right. So the numbers are the same in Australia. So it's probably safe to say that 4 out of 5 people have fatty liver. And today we want to explain to you how that, what some of the signs and symptoms are, because it could be you, right? Because it's right across the board. So if you suffer from bloating, from gas, foggy head, stubborn weight gain, and you eat minimal, you go on a diet and you don't lose any weight, you feel sluggish, you feel tired, you feel depressed, belly aches, acne, you name it, skin problems, your hair isn't shiny, so that is all to do with your liver, right? Or definitely it's also to do with your microbiome, but we are talking about your liver.
You can think of your liver as a lean piece of steak, ideally. But when we have too many high starch carbohydrates and sugars in our diet, our body can't use all those up, so it's set to store all those that it can't use in the form of white fat. So
in the liver, and it looks like
most of the time, the first place we store it is in our liver, and it becomes like that nice marbled steak with fat marbled all the way through it. And then that...
But it's not nice for your body.
No,
okay?
that inhibits the filtering process of the liver. So the toxins then stay in your body and they aren't filtered out properly. So that's where you get skin issues.
Because your skin is your active filtering system too.
And the toxins go to the brain and cause brain fog and all sorts of things. And
bad moods, grumpiness. So the liver actually filters your blood, your entire blood volume, every 3 minutes, which is amazing, right? And most people, as I said, don't know they have fatty liver. They go to the doctor and the doctor might say, oh, well, you have fatty liver syndrome, stop drinking alcohol. And then you might say, well, but I actually don't drink alcohol, right? So Peter just explained the problem is we eat too many carbohydrates and sugars. That actually also include a lot of the vegetables like potatoes and starches and what people think is classified healthy, like whole grains. They all clog up your liver and make it hard for your liver to do the filtering job. So then maybe now your liver can't filter the blood every 3 minutes. Maybe it takes 6 minutes, right? Maybe it takes longer. So your blood becomes more polluted, and then all your other organs, of course, suffer because now the stream is polluted.
Plus, your body is quite wise. In its wisdom, it puts those toxins as far away from vital organs as possible.
Yeah.
And it starts storing the fat in your belly or thighs.
In your neck.
Every place where you don't want that stored fat. And that fat stores the toxins. And it's your body's mechanisms to protect itself.
Yeah. Now, before we go on, I just want to make it clear, your liver doesn't get fatty liver from good fats, right? So your liver actually needs lots of things like butter, ghee, macadamia nut oil, coconut oil, and meat fats to unclog itself. So to turn your liver back into that beautiful piece of like lean steak, that's what it meant to look like, you ironically need to give it lots of meat fats. This is what lots of people don't get their head around, and it's that, like everyone nearly uses a spreadable butter, right? Which has got all the bad oils in it, toxic oils, as well as toxic vitamin D. And so now your liver instead of feeling supported, it's drowning in more toxins, right? So all the toxic oils on the supermarket shelf, you have to avoid it. Means all the yellow ones in the plastic bottles.
Macadamia nut oil is pretty well the only oil I recommend people these days because it has the least amount of linoleic acid, which is the cause of most chronic disease, because we're getting far too much of it in all the vegetable oils.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why we've seen a massive uprising in disease and shortening of the lifespan because of all the toxic oils that we've been bombarded with since the 1970s.
And your body will be storing those in that stored fat as well, which is totally
basically
toxic.
That's just like your body's trying to put it in the cellar or everywhere in the attic, wherever, just out of the way somewhere. So close the door, chuck the key away.
So it can't poison the vital organs. That's what it's trying to do.
So that's the bad news, of course. The good news is that when you give your liver what it needs, all this can change very quickly. Within a matter of weeks, not months, not years, within weeks, you start to feel better.
And there's a couple of simple ways just to add a couple of simple things into your daily routine. Adding in beet flow 3 times a day. That has taurine and nitric oxide from the beet, and they both dilate the bile ducts so the liver can drain the waste properly. But then the way to unclog that fatty liver is by taking NAC, which is short for a long named amino acid, but it's also the precursor to glutathione, which is what helps unclog the fatty liver. Plus, glutathione is your own best antioxidant. So it mops up all those what we call free radicals that are going around causing rust in your body. And they cause aches and pains and disease. So glutathione and NAC, NAC is the precursor to your own glutathione, and we will be getting glutathione in as well as a supplement. But betaine HCl, which is from the beet and beet flow, they are also things that will help unclog the fatty liver and support the liver. But eating good fats is by far one of the best things to get the liver working properly.
Having said that,
and then having one supplement of a choline helps the gallbladder contract properly, because we need a good gush of bile going down into the small intestine each time the stomach lets out a tiny little bit of acid food, and that is an alkaline substance and it neutralises that acid. It's about 100,000 times difference in pH.
You mean the bile is alkaline?
The bile is alkaline. So the gallbladder gives a big gush of stored concentrated bile that's a pH of 9.
It's like caustic soda.
Meets a pH of about 1. And
which is like vinegar.
And it causes quite a chemical reaction, and it completes the digestive process.
Because all the nutrients are then exploded out.
Yeah, they cause quite an explosion and breaks the food down to its smallest possible particles so the body can absorb it properly, and you get the nutrients from your food then. And the body's getting rid of that waste properly, and your body will thank you for it.
That's right. Yeah. So Peter did say, and we do stress that, so you need to have lots more healthy fats. I mean, we recommend that you immediately start having 3 tablespoons of healthy fats per day. So that either needs to look like meat fats, butter or ghee, or if you're vegan or vegetarian, coconut oil. And so that then you're not hungry, so that will immediately help you to eat less carbohydrates and sugars, right?
Because we make 10 times the amount of energy from a molecule of fat than we do from a molecule of sugar. That's right.
And so then the liver is, in case you've forgotten, but I say it many, many times, you have a completely new liver every 6 to 8 weeks, right? So if you change the conditions and so that your liver is living in fat heaven, right? So you make the conditions great for your liver. It's going to restore your liver, and so you can have a completely new healthy one in 8 weeks time. Or definitely, you know, once it's replaced itself a few times over, got rid of all the bad cells and the bad toxins and stuff, you have a new machine in your body, like, which is amazing. And that's plus then we do recommend actually, Peter and I, that you do take beet flow, the NAC, and liver supporting supplements. And in our opinion, beet flow is best.
Beet flow.
So because in today's world we are bombarded with like 80,000 toxins every day, and these are toxins that we know are in our environment. That's 80,000, and nobody has ever tested those toxins. I think out of the 80,000, only 100 have been tested, and nobody's ever tested what they all do together. Like when you go out there, it all turns into a mix, right? You're not just exposed to one toxin, you're exposed to hundreds of toxins. And that's what our liver has to deal with. Even newborn babies, when they take a sample out of the cord to see what's going on for the baby, it's already, and it's fresh out of the womb, it already has 270 toxins. Most babies already have that in their body when they're born, right?
And I do tests on the urine, which is filtered blood, and I've found in quite a few little kids, 4 and 5 year olds, they have as much liver stress as adults.
I know, which is shocking, really.
And it's
because it shortens everyone's lifespan, and they believe that children, well, adults, I should say, born after the year 1980, right, which is actually our kids' age, they're not expected to live as long as their parents, which is really, really shocking. I hope that's not going to be true, but lots of scientists are saying that, because all the problems that old people used to have, like old age problems that people used to have in their 60s, teenagers have them now, which is really awful to see, isn't it, Pete?
Well, metabolic disease is teenagers
also as a result, also girls are getting their menstrual cycle younger and younger. Like back in the days it used to be maybe 13 or 14, that was the average, and now some girls get it as young as 7 years old. So the whole thing, all the body clocks are getting messed up, and we know that the liver is also in charge of your hormones. It's in charge of 500 processes in the body, and so the hormone one, of course, is a really, really big one as well. So I just wanted to mention about NAC. So NAC it's been used in hospitals for many, many years already, to relieve or to support liver issues, right?
If someone come into hospital with a Panadol, paracetamol overdose, which is toxic to the liver, they'll give intravenous NAC to detox the liver, to help that person.
Because it's actually irreversible, isn't it?
To protect the liver
from the damage. So these are like super easy steps that we've just explained, and we'll put the article in the link below the video. So have a nice cup of tea while you read the article, because we can't share this enough, right? This is absolute key, because if your liver isn't healthy, of course, it's basically the engine of the car. You could say the heart is the engine of the car, which is also true, but your heart can only be as good as your liver is, right? And in most people, it's just getting all stuck and swollen in here. So these are like the plumber, like rather than your toilet is blocked or your storage system is blocked, you have to get the plumber in, don't you? Well, these supplements are helping your plumbing, your pipes to become nice and free again.
And the beet flow actually makes the pipes bigger, so it also works on the blood vessels, so it'll drop higher blood pressures down.
That's right, and all these supplements that we just shared with you today are also really good to protect your brain from Alzheimer's, which is another really prevalent thing today as well.
We had an elderly lady brought to us by a daughter one time years ago, and she was about to go on dialysis because her kidneys were so severely impaired, and we recommended she take 1 beet flow 3 times a day, and she avoided dialysis because then the liver started getting rid of the waste and took the load off the kidneys.
Well, that's right. So the beet flow supports your kidneys as well.
Yeah, it does.
We talk about beet flow a lot, so you can go on our website and just type in the keyword beet flow and then see it brings up all the articles in the way that it helps and supports your body and really unlocks a lot more energy that's locked away now, right? Because when you have fatty liver, it's literally your energy stores are locked away and you can't access them, and it makes you feel tired and exhausted and grumpy, like I already said. But the good news is it can change. Within 6 weeks, for sure, you are a completely new person, right? Including people will say, wow, your skin is looking so nice now, or your hair, you notice your hair is growing better. Lots of people are suffering from hair loss. It's all to do with the same thing. So, and the liver is an amazing organ. It rebuilds itself, renews itself very quickly. Well, it's actually stands for live with an R at the end. Like, it gives you a good life. It helps you to be alive, to stay alive. Yeah, and it is quite incredible that it filters like 5 liters of blood every 3 minutes, which is like super efficient, isn't it? Yeah. And it needs to be that efficient because then, like, I think, you know, the kidneys, they filter your blood as well. I think they filtered, I don't know how many times, I've forgotten, 6, what was it again? Some incredible amount. It goes through your kidneys too, I think 1,600 liters per day, but you only have 5 liters. So you can tell how often it goes through your body the whole time, all day long. It's like cleansing is happening, right? So the body is the most powerful detox machine on earth already, and you have to support it doing the best job. So that's just what we wanted to share, because we want to bring the numbers down. We want to bring the numbers down so that people are healthy, they don't have fatty liver anymore, and you feel full of vitality. And it's then also easier for us to be happier, of course, and not as grumpy. We'll add the article at the bottom of the Facebook Live so you can read it as well, and it'll get the info in, because information is power. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Okay. Have a really great week. Good. If you have any questions, you know where to find us. Also, book yourself in for a nice session with us. Bye for now. Have a wonderful week.